What is the difference between a furlough and a layoff? This is something that we've been working on regularly recently due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We've been working through options of furloughs or layoffs with our clients. By the end of this essay and video, you will understand the difference between furloughs and layoffs and have a better understanding of which option is a proper choice for you and your small business. My name is Katie Spadoro, and I'm the founder of Cyber and CYB Human Resources. I'm an HR expert, and I'm here to explain a few options for you as a small business owner. What is a furlough? A furlough is a mandatory temporary unpaid leave. Unlike layoffs, furloughs reduce labor costs without adding new costs, such as severance packages and outplacement services. When businesses improve, employers do not have to pay for recruiting, selecting, or training new employees because the furloughed workers can pick up right where they left off. Furloughed employees expect that they will return to work. Typically, an employer will give furloughed employees either a specific date or a specific condition for resuming their duties. For example, in this case, it would be, or it could be, once your company is cleared to reopen by the state. With a furlough, employees typically retain their benefits. You may need to contact your individual benefit provider to confirm that. If you have benefits in place, it's important to make sure that your employees are prepared for being furloughed and that you're able to give them the best opportunity to continue benefits. What is a layoff? A layoff is a full separation from the company. With a layoff, you may offer a severance package or an outplacement service for them. People typically do not return to work after a layoff. There are many considerations when moving through this process, so please contact us directly if you have any questions that we don't touch on or we don't answer to figure out what option is best for you and your team. What are the wage and hour considerations? The main concern with furloughs from a wage and hour standpoint would be maintaining compliance with the salary basis requirements for salaried exempt staff. When a furlough is for one or more full work weeks, federal law does not require payment of the predetermined weekly salary. When a furlough is for less than one full work week, a salaried exempted worker performs any work during that week, the employer must pay the exempt employee's full weekly salary. During a furlough, an employer should collect any mobile devices or any computers, laptops they've furnished to workers. The purpose of this would be to lessen the chance that an employee would work off the clock. Since COVID-19 is a temporary event, which will hopefully come under control in the coming months, furlough is typically the better response for many employers. Reduced pay and pay cuts. Employers generally have the flexibility to offer hourly employees fewer hours and work days, but employers can't reduce weekly hours and correspondingly reduce compensation for exempt employees. Employers must pay exempt employees the same amount for each pay period in which they work, regardless of how many hours they are working. Employers can have exempt employees work fewer pay periods while fully paying them for each pay period in which they work. The U.S. Department of Labor, the DOL, explains that employers are also allowed to make reductions of an exempt employee's salary during a business or economic shutdown or slowdown. If such a reduction is not related to the quantity or the quality of work performed and it's in place for a significant period of time. The CARES Act, so the expanded unemployment benefit through the CARES stimulus package. Individuals eligible for unemployment compensation are entitled to receive the amounts they would receive under existing law, plus an additional amount of $600 a week to qualifying individuals. The additional $600 in unemployment assistance will be available until July 31st, 2020. Unemployment benefits are available for the first week of unemployment in situations where states would otherwise require unemployment for 1 week before eligibility for unemployment benefits. Usually there's a 1-week waiting period before an employee is eligible to receive any unemployment benefits. Many states, like California, have waived this 1-week waiting period for job loss suffered due to the pandemic. Unemployment benefits are extended for an additional 13 weeks or through December 31st, 2020 for certain qualifying individuals who remain unemployed after the termination of unemployment benefits. Here are a couple FAQs we've been asked over the past few days based on this topic since it's so complex. So if you have any questions that are not listed here, please contact us directly and let us know and we can walk you through it. Please describe further the enhanced unemployment insurance benefits enacted and the employee's process for applying and receiving them. The enhanced benefits provided by the CARES Act, as we discussed above, is an additional $600 a week in addition to traditional unemployment benefits. Traditional unemployment benefits in California, for example, are approximately 50% of pay with a maximum of $450 a week. The California Employment Development Department, the EDD, determines your weekly benefit amount by dividing your earnings for the highest paid quarter of the base period by 26, up to a maximum of $450 a week. Is there a maximum length of either a furlough or a layoff? Legally, there is not a maximum length. If they are laid off, essentially they are separated from the company and you would put them through your new hire process upon return if you wanted to rehire them. For the new paid time off for workers to, quote, care for a child whose school is closed, unquote, would that include a 16-year-old child or is there an age attached to that? Yes, the language just states minor child, so any child under 18 would count for this based on what we know so far. How do I address the employment of an employee with an autoimmune condition? An employee with an autoimmune condition would likely fall under Condition 2 of the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, which has been advised by a healthcare provider to self-quarantine related to COVID-19. Thus, the company plans to use this option. The employee could get paid the 80 hours of emergency paid sick leave, assuming that his or her doctor would request that they stayed home to stay safe due to the previous health condition. Even if you do not actually get a doctor's note due to the strain on the healthcare industry right now, as the owner, they are suggesting that you could make this call to allow the employee to qualify for this circumstance. Okay, so moving forward, how do you protect your company? Be prepared. Don't get caught blindsided with not knowing what's going on and no way to answer a question for an employee. There are companies such as Cyber and CYB Human Resources that specialize in staying updated on the daily legal changes that occur in small business HR. We help you get your business to the next level without having to hire an in-house HR professional, saving you money and time and a lot of things. These options will give you the ability to continue to make decisions legally and with the support of an HR team. It has also been shown that you may even sleep better at night knowing that your HR bases are covered. Isn't that the goal? If you have any questions on anything I discussed earlier, please reach out to us directly. Thank you for checking out our blog. That's all we have for today. Subscribe and like us on YouTube and send us a message at cyber.co for some more information and tips. You can also text us or call us at 1-833-CYB-ASAP. We look forward to hearing from you.